Hi guys, welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. This is our Sunday conversation, which is an OTS, one take session, no edits, no cuts. It's just me and you. So first, we're going to go ahead and start out with GameStop. We'll get to AMC, Bed Bath & Beyond, and of course, the whole market. Anything we can talk about. So let's start right there. GameStop. GameStop earnings comes out December. So when it does come out in December, you're going to have some really good numbers, I feel. Modern Warfare 2 comes out. Most gamers get everything the first day. They want to rush to it and run to it. So I think they're going to be good numbers. I really do. But what are good numbers? It's all relative. If you look at the whole market, the whole tech sector is down. GameStop has outperformed the whole tech sector as you look at it as a whole. But let's talk about retail numbers in general. Some people are going to tell you a sales number, right? So they want to tell you GameStop is down in sales, or GameStop was down 4% in sales last quarter. Down 4% is relative compared to who or whom. It's actually on par with considering what it costs to get the product on the shelf, and of course the CAC, the customer acquisition cost, and then what you pay your employees and benefits. So to keep pace with inflation, right? You want to be on par with salaries, insurance, benefits, you name it. You're going to have to increase what it costs to do business. And in our case, in GameStop's case, they had a decrease in the SG&A by 14%. To have a decrease in sales, but still have a decrease in what it costs to do business in this environment, there's great business, guys. I think Wall Street knows this part. That's why the stock price is staying where it's at, because people don't want to sell this stock, not when they have shown that they can be profitable even in this environment. Now, why do I say even in this environment? Because inflation crept upon you around March and February on the mainframe. And I'm talking about the whole US, right? This is when the Fed came out and started raising rates and doing all that. So you will annualize on those inflation numbers really soon. Within about 6 months, you're going to start seeing people show profits. They're going to show projected profits and earnings for the year. And that's all of Wall Street. It's a cycle. It's cyclical that way because when you are budgeting your P&L, your profits and losses, on the inflationary number and the new cost to do business, it's going to actually be a benefit to you, and you can show your shareholders that. And I think people know this. So this is where you're taking a loss. And if you don't understand this part, this is the business side of e-commerce and or brick and mortar. That's why it's hard to put a price on what e-commerce is valued at, because everyone has internet, right? And it's always expanding. People are always buying new phones. And you know, the younger people, there's more adults every year, and more adults means more shoppers, more consumers. So, and more kids, right? That means more games. Oh God, it never stops. But I will tell you that GameStop has a plan. The leadership team is there, and they're doing the right thing. They're working hard, and they're cutting all the fat. As they become profitable rolling through 2023, 2024, I really feel that that's the squeeze you're looking for. It's not a manufactured short squeeze as people are telling you to invest for. I invest for the fundamental squeeze that is GameStop, because the pressure will be on Wall Street to then come in and buy our shares, because there's no doubt. There's no doubt that we own them, that I own them. I'm just talking for myself at this point. I own plenty more than what I did before. So I love the company. I know where they're headed, and I'll watch the balance sheet tell me that. Let's go ahead and move forward to AMC. I have numerous people out here ask me, why do I care? I care for you. I care for you because I feel like you've been given the wrong information. You can't blame gravity for the way AMC has fallen. It's going to keep falling because it's touched by Mudrick. And someone says, hey, well, and I won't even say someone, Phil, right? Phil for real. Hey, Phil, I'm going to give you your 2 minutes of shine here. Phil says, Marantz, they paid off all that debt. It's so easy to say something like that in a glass box, but you're stuck in your funnel. What you really want to understand is how Jason Mudrick has manipulated AMC at the lowest of the low. They went ahead and gave them money. And when they gave them money, AMC gave them even more shares during the run-up. And then when they took that money, AMC, they then took that money and invested into Mudrick's company called HYMC. And if you don't know the whole story behind that, I have plenty of videos. My last live stream, I even dialed down on it. But anything touched by Mudrick Capital is a pump and dump. Every single investment they've ever done is a pump and dump. It's what they call, this. I don't even want to name it that way. But if you're going to call it shorts, right? If you're going to say, well, it's this investment style that's just preying on the victims of everything, I would tell you distressed credit trading is, yes, it's shorts trading, and they just gave it a different name, but you don't want to be involved with them. You don't want to be next to them. You don't want to stand in the same room as them. But for anyone that's involved with AMC, that's what you're in. The minute they go buy into HYMC, that should be the red flag of your lifetime. It's a distressed credit play, and distressed credit investing, or distressed securities investing, I should say. That's what Citadel is known for. It's the same thing, guys. So just know that the names could change, all of that can change, but it's never going to change the story. I'm going to tell you guys something. This could be biblical or not, right? There's this story out there. It's about the drowning man. He's like sitting there and he's going to drown, right? And they send, a boat, and he says, "No, God will save me." And they send another boat, and he says, "No, God will save me." And in the story, even in the new scripture, they say is like, they send a helicopter, and he still denies it. He says, "God will save me." So then after he drowns, he goes to God. He says, "Why didn't you save me?" And God says, "What do you mean? I sent 3 people and you denied all of them." And I would tell you the story and the whole way it works is a synopsis is this, that divine intervention is what you're looking for. And let me be one of your lifeboats. I'm not saying I'm a biblical man or, I'm spiritual or any of that. I'm just letting you know, I'm giving you the correct info. I'm giving you the factual info. Everyone else can pump you up all you want. Everyone can give you all the forward-leaning statements they want, and they can tell you something's happening. I'm telling you the absolute truth. I have looked at every SEC filing. I have read every single line, the same ones that every other millionaire and billionaire have read, and that refuse to put a single dollar into AMC. There's a reason why people do homework. There's a reason why this company is short. There's a reason why no one wants to buy it, not even the own insiders, guys. I'm your first lifeboat. What was that, a year ago when I gave you the video? I'm giving you a video today, and I'm telling you, you're going to drown. I know. I can say this so well. I can be like so locked in, so stoked, and just be like, what are we talking about, man? Did the shorts cover? Every day. Did the shorts close? Every day. And then new shorts open every day. It's that elementary. It's not the same. You don't have one company that you're fighting. You have multiple. You have hundreds of hedge funds that are coming in and destroying your investment because it's meant to be destroyed. That's why it's called that. That's why it's called a distressed investment, a distressed security. Go Google the term. Go look it up, guys. But there's a reason why it's happening. Ape is no better. Ape is even worse. The value of that company was taken from you with the vehicle of you're not in charge. By doing Ape, that allowed so many more shares to come onto the table, and then in turn, eventually one day turn into votes. I mean, that's not a good thing either. But the dilution of your equity was the problem. And they painted it with the name Ape. That's the first thing. And then they went ahead and put it in front of you with multiple YouTubers and Twitter guys. And it's just unfortunate, man. It really hurts my heart that you guys, some of you don't listen, some do. But the numbers are lied about, because you know what it comes down to. And I'm just going to tell you, even with like Bed Bath & Beyond, where they've fully accepted the fact that they're probably going to file for bankruptcy. This is why they stuck around with Sue Grove, their CEO. HYMC is no different, right? HYMC is a Mudrick company still. It's 25% owned by them, and inverse owned by AMC. Guess what? AMC is Mudrick because that's who gave them the money. And if you don't understand how that all works, well, then you really don't understand what these guys are doing. It doesn't take a secret society. It doesn't take a backdoor deal where they're really a conspiracy, right? Like all of us are involved and we all had a meeting. It doesn't work that way. What it works is they all come from the same place. They're all friends in some type of sorority or Harvard grad school style. Like it's all the same people, right? And so they're all in it for themselves, and they know what's important to them. So just because you've bought into this, my lifestyle is supposed to be this, right? Versus what it should be. You're buying in on the fact that you think AMC is going to pay you millions and billions. People are borrowing money to invest. They're putting in everyone's money. They're telling all their friends. And now I'm telling you, you're at $5. And they're like, oh, it's going to be the biggest rebound ever. And I'm like, no, there's not a reason to buy it. The covenants alone, the Covey-heavy bonds that are on there, guys, are going to cripple your investment in AMC's ability to do anything. To sell off Ape is one thing. You're going to sell it off at $1 a share, whatever it may be. So you make $500 million. You're going to survive next year. That's what that's going to do. But the cash burn is still $750, $800 million a year. And it has been since 2020. Since 2019, it was already at $4.8 billion in debt. 2018, $4.7 billion in debt. The biggest blockbusters of your lifetime can come out, and it does nothing for this company. Other movie theaters will be in business. You will still be able to go to the movies. You'll still even be able to go to an AMC movie theater, but it's going to be private equity. Private equity is on the bench, ready to come in and pounce on this market because they know, and this is what you guys don't know, public money is one thing. That's you. That's all these billionaires out here who entrusted these Wall Street guys with the slick suit and tell them, yeah, I can get you 15% returns no matter what. Guess what? That's going to be your public fund. That's going to be your hedge fund. But how many are going to go under right now? You're in the biggest market of your lifetime. You've never seen anything like this, but the Fed has bought out this market since 2007 or 2007. Right? Been saving companies the whole way through. And some companies managed to flourish and thrive. I almost said it in 2 words in one. But to flourish and thrive, they've managed to do that for the last 15 years. The biggest bubble of your lifetime. Why? Because we kept interest rates low. Because we wanted to make sure we had a good economy, a good looking economy. For 8 years of a Democratic president, the 4 years you have a Republican president, now it's let's churn the wheels the other side. Let's go ahead and make this economic downturn. I told you what it is. You have an election season coming in 2 days, guys. In 2 days is our actual voting day, and in 2 days AMC earnings is going to come out. And I'm making this video now, and you guys can come drag me through the coals later. I'm telling you, this stock will hit $4. This stock is going to show you exactly what happens when there's no movies coming out. And even if there are movies coming out, doesn't matter. You can't make enough movies. Hollywood, I went in and looked up the stats, guys. Hollywood is making 50% less movies than what it made 5 years ago. I'm serious. 60 movies are being released. That's it. It was 120 before. If you go look at the studios themselves, Fox, zero movies the last 2 years. Disney, a couple. Paramount, even more. Paramount's probably one of your biggest. Universal, 21 movies, 24 movies. Warner Brothers, 20 movies. Like, that's where you're at? That's going to make or break you? No, these studios are begging because they're losing the battle. They're losing the battle to Netflix. And I know, well, Netflix is in AMC movie theaters. Paramount's in AMC movie theaters. AMC's paying for the rights to show those movies. It's not the other way around. AMC pays the rights to show sporting events in the movie theaters or opera. AMC's paying money for it all. They're paying money to show you things. They're paying money for NFTs. It's like the idea of keeping up with the Joneses. It's to the point where you go to this house, $1 million mansion, and there's a Bentley parked outside. And you walk into the house, it's completely empty. They're housebroke. You get into the Bentley and it has no gas. You get the phone call, it hasn't been insured for 6 months. You get the next phone call, they're looking to repossess it. This is what's actually happening to AMC. They are on their last thread. Who would borrow money this year? With the rates the way they are, with the type of covenant loans that they just got, they went ahead and reorganized their debt. 2 different sides of it. $950 million all the way to 2029, $1 billion worth, and $400 million reset to $500 million all the way to 2027. New interest rates, new everything. Remember this, they already paid interest rates on these loans. They already paid out $100 million a year on these loans. So what the hell? It's like I paid off interest, but it's not a big deal because I'm going to deal with it later. It's going to be that person's problem later. It's going to be your problem because you're still going to be invested, right? You're diamond in until the end. So GameStop, I told you what you have to look forward to. A great business that it's running great numbers through this environment, this macroeconomic environment. Nope, not a problem. Not a problem at all. And it's only going to get better. I promise. $800 million, $900 million cash. You think that's a problem for GameStop? That's good for 12 quarters. What do you think they can do in 12 quarters from now? I think they can do a lot. AMC will file for bankruptcy 12 quarters from now. It's a lock. It's a guarantee. Write this video down. I've been trying to help you guys. HYMC. There's another one. Stay away. I tried to help you. HYMC can have a cash burn all the way through. They already burned off $50 million, $46 million this year. Hasn't even been a full year. $46 million they've burned off. And people are trying to tell you they had a good quarter because they only burned 4 last quarter. No, no, no. It's going to be worse. They only have $150 million on hand. They can dilute their stock all the way to $1.4 billion, right? They don't have buyers for it. Go look at the volume. It's 1 million. At 70 cents, they don't have buyers because it's not a profitable company. It's Mudrick Company. Like, follow the money, guys. All right. I think I'm done. What else do we want to talk about? I just want to look at my notes right here. Consequences have bad decisions. Or there's consequences for bad decisions. I wrote that down as like a trigger in my head. What was it going to be? Well, everything that Adam Aron's doing. And does he care? Probably not. Life is short. I know life is short and yet so long, but life is short. And he'll be gone and he'll have the millions of dollars that you can't take from him. Unless somebody goes ahead and charges him, unless somebody puts his feet to the fire and want to know what is his relationship with trades. Why did he pick that show? Why did he pick this environment to lock in? Why was he in a room with Diane Garrett before they ever knew each other and pitching the idea that we're going to buy into this company? Like, who put them in the room? Well, Mudrick. There's only one thing that's the common denominator between HYMC and AMC is Mudrick. Mudrick Capital gave AMC $150 million for their shares. 150 at least, right? During the run-up and in December. So when they gave him $150 million, they said, guess what? You're going to give us back $50 million of that. Put it into our company over here. It doesn't matter if you lose money. You already made your personal cash. You, Adam. You're on the board of directors, Adam. You're the chairman of the board. You're making all the bad decisions. Now, when it comes to other YouTubers and everybody want to attack me, whatever. I mean, I'm here. The negativity you bring to me, I will take it in as a sponge, man. Because it's not going to change your balance sheet. It's not going to change your portfolio. It's not going to make your stock any better. It's not. This is not a me versus you. This is not a GameStop versus AMC. Never has been. I literally come on here and I make AMC videos and people want to interject GameStop because they see it in the background. That's it. Why don't you interject America behind you? Why don't you say the parts about America that need fixing and changing? Especially when I'm talking about AMC and your dream to become rich. The lottery's $2 billion, guys. I'd rather every AMC investor sell all their stock. Guys, I've got the greatest plan in the world. Sell all your stock. Every AMC investor. Okay? Listen to me. All 4 million of you, supposedly. This is the best idea you're going to get all weekend. Sell every single share. Go buy lottery tickets. You got a better chance of winning that goddamn lottery than you do at this stock making you a fucking dollar. Now I get angry because I have a great idea. All right. I'll leave it at that. I'll probably tweet about that or I'll make a little short clip about that. But other than that, enjoy this longer video, I guess. Enjoy your weekend, guys. I'll see you tomorrow live. Yes, I will be. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. I'll see you around, millionaires. Peace.